Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motors Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
You're live, guys.
Well, in that case, good evening, viewers, wherever you are on this wonderful rock that we call home. You've joined us, or you've joined the Dartstream Live broadcast for the next ADC Oceania Round 10 match, which is going to be Matt Mullins and Kai Smith, which promises to be a bit of a belter.
Yeah, rocket up. Only about half an hour ago, we saw Kai Smith miss double 12 for a 9-darter. So he's obviously playing really well today. And Matty Marlin was a finalist from yesterday. So,
oh, look, it's two very classy players. And when you're talking about Kai Smith and the 9-darter, it was against his brother. So there could be some a few ructions going home later on, but a fantastic effort. Wired the 12s. Brilliant attempt.
Yeah, absolutely. Very a very capable player, and I think he was surprised he missed it, to be honest, like we all were. But yeah, very close to our first 9-darter.
As usual, always dirty when you miss that last dart, and he certainly was on himself. But coming up against the Magic Mullet, Matt Mullen.
Misfit stable, lots of pedigree, and real nice guy too, Matty Mullen. So I'm really looking forward to this game.
Yes, and his mum does make a very, very nice beard wax. Matty has promised to get me some for the next time that we catch up. But enough of that. Hopefully we will be getting on with the game very shortly. The guys are warming up. Which you may be able to see in the background there. Again, normal format. First to 6, best of 11. Still warming up. See Kai there, the left-hander.
Bit of a smile on Kai's face there. Maybe still thinking about that 9.
Well, there's one thing about Kai. He's generally got a smile on his face. Even when he's got the ump, he looks like he's got a smile on his face. Lovely kid. Great pedigree.
Oh my God, right,
Look at that.
game.
Middle for diddle.
And it is
Thank you
game
very
on.
much.
Bullseye for Kai to win the shot there. And players are away. Kai Smith to start.
Would expect it to be an edgy, nervy start from both of them. They both know what's at stake at the end of this. If they can win the tournament today, a trip over to the UK for the Motors Series, which is a heck of a carrot to be dangling.
Yep, they'll be joining Mal coming on the flight to the UK.
Yes, so did we actually pinpoint whether they would both be in the same series or would it be consecutive series?
The understanding is there will be separate consecutive weeks.
Good, that keeps the flag flying for a lot longer.
That's right, and the New Zealand representative will be the following week again. So 3 weeks in a row we'll have oceanic representation.
Fantastic. Because everybody around the world knows you come up against an Aussie or a Kiwi, you are in for a tough match. You haven't, it's not a case of turn up and it's mine. It's a case of you turn up, you've got to win it. And there is a difference between winning a match and actually winning a match. This guy looking good.
140.
Oh, he's looking very good. Thank you very much. Left himself 80. After 12.
54.
That's switching. Guy. Single for tops. Take the first leg. Oh, he's gone into the big one.
40.
The big one.
That is sacrilege for a player. Missed a big number. Can't shoot out, but great effort there from Matt.
Good enough to put pressure on.
Oh, good marker, just on the wire.
No score.
Oh, dear. He may have let Matt Mullin in here to take the steal. It's into double four. Outside. Amazing how often it happens. That's better. A 19 dart start. No, not bad. If you're around that 17 to 20 mark, you're going to win more legs than you're not.
Yeah, these guys are a warm up. We're going to see a lot better than that, but agreed. For a first leg, anyone's happy with that.
Well, all that matters is get the W. No one cares about averages when you've got a nice big trophy at home.
137.
We do expect the pair of them to warm into the match. I've seen it the last 3 days. As pointed out last night, almost pokes the tongue out just as he's about to throw. Doesn't quite, but he almost does. It's amazing the faces the players pull, and we all do it. Oh, great darts there, Matt Mullin. Can't respond him well.
99.
Yeah, he's hit the Bradman.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
6-8, can't shoot out, so he needs to set it up.
100.
Great last start, good pick up.
68 after 12. Very tidy.
I think that Kyle would stay up there.
43.
How's an empty scores
43,
there?
so one left to finish.
15. 53 for tops.
68
Oh,
and
there
3.
you go, clean as a whistle, leveling up.
Starting to heat up. Rocky, here we go.
15 data. 19, 15. A bad year, apparently.
$44.
Yeah, it's not great. 44.
100.
Starting to find his range.
Hitting the triple 20 much more frequent now.
And the prodigy. Look at it, a little bit shaky in this leg. But if you are going to have a shaky leg, get it out of the way early.
180.
Don't want it in the last leg decider. More great darts from Marlin. Blocked.
58.
Yeah, it's blocked it. Went across for the 18s. That's done exactly the same. He's come down, but hit the 57. Great pickup.
Yeah, look at those averages, Brocky. 97, Matt Mullin.
Yeah, not too foul, is it?
100.
That's not going to help. It's a 24 out of the way. You've got a ton left. 60 for tops.
44.
Just under. So it will come back for 80. Good first out. Just slipped under again.
134.
Can't quite tell whether that one was in. It was. So 134. 20 for tops.
60.
No.
Hold that one. And left the door open a little bit for Kai here.
Well, Shanghai, you got 2 chances at the triple, and he's got it with the first. And he's gone straight into double top. Double 10.
100.
Just on the wire. Matt knows he's got to take this. It's inside, double 5.
15.
And dragged again. Not a happy puppy. Guy's inside, double 5. Good marker.
10.
Yeah, couldn't use it, unfortunately. So Matt comes back for 5. 1 double 2.
Yeah, well, that's very clean.
Made
Great.
that look simple, didn't he?
20 dart.
Still not too foul. Around that 17 to 20 marker.
100.
Yeah, decent, steady. Very steady ton. More importantly, Mullins has the break now. So Smith will have to break back if he's going to win this match. Throwing a bag of nails like that isn't going to help the cause.
96.
Yeah, good pick up, 96. I started to drag them slightly low.
59.
Hasn't found a treble in his last probably 3 visits now.
60.
60 hasn't really garnered too much.
100.
Steady, but not enough to put that much pressure on.
60.
Another 60 for Matt Marlin. Not quite enough.
No, both of them unable to find the treble at the minute. As soon as I say that, Guy bungs one straight in. Just above with the second.
140.
I think he's in with the third. He certainly is. Yeah, Matt, struggling to find trebles now. They've deserted him. He scored 64 left.
96.
48 after 15 darts. Matt Mullin 85. 15. 20. Ball. Oh, good effort. Good effort.
Gives it a bit of a shake there. 8's solid for double top. That's pretty high. Pretty high. A little bit of frustration there from Kai.
8.
And puts that one on the wire. No cigar.
Visibly getting frustrated with these doubles. He's had a few chances and let them slip.
Oh, he's gone into the wrong bed. He's left himself double 3. Most players would have gone 9 double 8. He opted. Oh, Kai's over into the wrong bed as well. Double 19.
Check and
Straight at it, straight in. Thank you. Break back. 2 all. Kai to lead off leg 5. He should take some comfort from that. It looks like
This
he
is
may
good.
have.
140.
Just a sneaky little 140. It may have rattled Mullin. It shouldn't. It's under again. And again.
59.
Again.
3 well thrown darts. Just
Very
low
well
the
thrown.
targets.
Very well thrown. Just dragged slightly.
97.
It starting to feel a bit edgy, Brock.
It is.
Tell they both know there's a lot at stake here, and they would have much respect for each other too. So
Yeah, to be sure.
39.
to be sure.
Oh, sorry, I had to. But back to the darts, it's far more interesting. For Matt not finding the trebles as regularly, he's still sticking in the leg.
99.
So you often see with a game like this, if one throws a big score, the other does. If one throws a low score, the other does. It's mirrored.
Certainly is. Matty's average has come right down now. And Kai's actually stepped up a little bit, so
He has indeed. 79 scored,
98.
98 scored, 66 left. Aussie got to come back. Matt now dragging over to the left. 77 should be on a finish, but will he get one? Yeah, tops again.
Check it 3.
And in this time, lovely finish, lovely set of darts. Regains the lead, 3-2. At Mullin to throw, leg 6.
135.
That's better.
he threw those a lot quicker this time, Rocky. I think maybe change of tactics from Matt.
Yep. Less time to think about it, more time to do it.
42.
And don't forget, Dart fans, if you want to get a bit of a shout out live on the stream, hit us up in the comments there and we'll be glad to shout you out.
100.
And of course, do not forget to appreciate the Dart Stream Live team. Click on that link, buy the guys a beer.
81.
Put in a lot of work to bring this out for you.
105.
Show your appreciation, please. And trust me, there is no last orders. Yeah, Matt Mullin really taking control of this leg. 161. Not going to go, but he's got the one. Oh, bounce out. How often have we seen that when it comes to that crucial third dart?
Fortunately for Matt on this occasion, he's far enough ahead. It won't hurt him so much. But
Yeah. Luckily, he was in a different suburb at the time. I think that's just 60. It is. So if Kai can put in a big score here, it'll really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
81.
No, slipped over into the one again with that last dart. This is better.
70.
5. Well, he has let Kai in, but 143. It's not an easy check out. It's not going to happen.
99.
Get the Bradman. 44 left.
Checking 1.
That first out. 19 darter again. Levels it up. 3-all. We said this would be a cracker. Certainly living up to it. Both of them know each other's games inside out. They
80.
know each other exceptionally well. But as always, you got no mates when you toe the hockey.
no, that all gets left. And two Titans going head to head again.
This is warming up nicely. Getting down towards the business end, halfway through.
95.
It's the downward run now. Great first out. Track to second.
140.
Great third. Couple of 140s there for Matt in this leg, I think.
Yep, back to back. Yep, absolutely. Third standard.
I should stop thinking. It doesn't do me any good.
96.
Coming back with a 96. Matt in again. He's got rid of the one.
81.
It's a 121. Leave himself a nice ton if it is.
$100.
Good bounce there from Kai. Nope.
Bust.
little bit of confusion there with the scoreboard.
Brocky, you might have to go grab Declan and give that a refresh if you could. Oh no, she's come back. It's all done. It's by itself. And that was a bust there for Matt Mullin. Hit the first two treble 20s and then a double 15, unfortunately, to give himself a 150 instead of the 140 out. Kai's on for a 130, misses the bullseye narrowly. And Matt, rinse, repeat. Oh, he's under on that one, so he's not going to bust it this time.
82.
Good pick up last out. Kai, he would go to more conventional 988, you would have thought. No, he hasn't. Is it triple one?
Three's just fine. Double 11, mate. Don't shake your head. Get straight on it. Straight on it. He does. Bang. Bust that one in there.
Maybe he should shake his head more often. Goes back in front. 4-3. One break each.
60.
That will be ruining that 140 checkout. The ascendancy moving to Smith.
60.
Yeah.
That looked a lot better, bro.
It did. It did.
A lot better.
98.
Triple 19 serving Matt well there. I think that might be 6. I think
68.
that might be 11. If it is, no, it was 68 in the end. I don't ask these guys to play with the longer points. It makes it a lot clearer at times.
They might oblige you, bro. They might change their points just for you.
Yes, they also might tell me I should go home.
Well, what I have noticed when, as we get towards more towards the business end of the deal, and Declan's back here and doing his thing with the zoom in shots and whatever, it is so good to watch those darts actually land, point in, and a lot easier to call what's going on, isn't it?
Look, the clarity is pretty damn good. It's just we're getting old. Our eyesight's going, our hearing's going, and I used to have some hair.
Yeah. 99.
Yeah, Bradman.
Good setup there from Matty to level up on 56. Kai can put a bit of pressure on with a couple of trebles here, but he's maybe blocked himself out there. Steps wide to the side.
58.
And this should be pretty straightforward for Matty. 2 data. Hits the fat 16 plumb. Oh, he's dragged it low again on that double top. Down the double 20s inside, double 10s inside as well. So chance now for Kai. His on 158 is checkable. And that's the way to do it. Another one of those for double 19. That one does not quite go. It's in there a little bit high.
94.
He's put some pressure on now, the 10 for Matty. Make him think about it. Matty just walks straight up and throws that like it doesn't matter.
Very nonchalant. For all.
And
It's going to go
thank
down
you.
the wire, isn't
It's
it?
certainly looking that way. We've best of 5 shootout now.
It's gonna. Well, best of 3, really. But it's going to be a. It's going to come down to best of 1.
90.
Whoever wins this one, it could throw the opponent off.
Certainly adds to the pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
57.
That's what you want. You want to be a good dart player. You want to be good at anything. You need that pressure. You need to feed off it.
100.
That's better. That's better.
180.
That's even better. 180. Top of the shop. Get in there at just the right time.
60.
Matty does not respond. 6-4. Not going. Will be a beautiful setup.
140.
140 scored. Leave yourself 24 after 12. Matt Mullin again in a different suburb.
60.
Guy will still have 6 from here, minimum, if required. Snatched that one dreadfully. And again on the inside, double 3. He's fast, clever, smart. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all.
119.
Oh, good. That's putting a bit of pressure on now.
Checking 1.
But responds beautifully. 5-4, Guy Smith. Matt Mullin can afford no more mistakes. Beautiful first dart.
140.
Three beautifully thrown darts there. Ton 40. That's a way to respond. What can Kai do?
100.
Good solid answer.
Yep, not too bad. Ton. Force Matt into a 15 darter.
60.
60. See, hit a ton 40 or a ton 80. Your next 3 darts are the most important.
Be disappointed at 60.
Very much so. Could have blocked himself here.
81.
301, 320 after 6.
121.
Yep, looking good. Looking good.
$100.
Out on 180 after 9. Guy on 220. So there is
100.
literally, before this throw, just a dart in it.
And as promised, live comments there from YouTube. Deb Quinn's jumped in there. G'day, Deb. Hope you're feeling a little bit better. I know it's been rough lately.
Tops again for Matt.
Check in 3.
I think he's just above.
Good luck, boys.
Well, he's
That's
nailed it.
excellent.
And
Oh, he has done
We
it.
have a deciding
He's
leg. Let me
5-0.
call it.
How's this? Will it go to 1 dart in the match? But of course, it will go to 1 dart in the match. That was now I meant that to come out.
1, 2, 3.
That's a good start from Smith.
100.
That's a good
Oh,
response.
son, what a great game this is.
Look, a bad game of darts is still better than some other sports.
Well said.
58.
Like football?
Yeah, I don't like that rugby league stuff. Or that awful that they play
81.
down in Victoria.
And Deb Quinn's feeling good today. Love the darts. Me too.
60.
Okay. Treble's gone hiding.
60.
Both of them struggling with them, but both on 260 after 9. Too many players would be disappointed with that.
96.
96. That's what he's ahead. Oh, no, Matt, no.
40.
No. Needed to step back and regather. Only 40. Guy, 60. He's missed the 54.
Oh, there we go, you pansy.
1.
Oh, had he?
17.
No, it looks like he did hit the 54. He certainly did.
He did. Is it too early to announce my retirement?
100.
That's better from Matt. I suppose that's a bit of pressure. Leave yourself Shanghai on the 20s.
7 for tops.
Yeah, good marker. Work in.
27.
Worked in
Yeah.
too far.
Left Matty an opportunity.
If Matt takes this, then that shows a great deal of nerve. But I think he's at the 15, so he can't do it now. But he's got the 20.
80.
Yep, pressure on. He scored the 80. Double 10.
Check in
There
1.
it is.
First start, Kai Smith, 6-5 over Matt
champion.
Mullins. 19 darter, beautiful game of darts. What a way to kick the stream off.
Yeah, 2 very, very respectable averages. 81, 79. What a great start to the afternoon.
Fantastic.
And look, guys, I think
We've got a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I think that Brocky and Dargan both need to head off very, very soon. So, look, thank you both for all your efforts in commentary this weekend. And it's been absolutely amazing having you along. Loved every minute of it. And very keen for the next one.
That's it. It's an absolute pleasure to work with you guys. Professionalism you show, and your help not just on stream but around the room, and it's been magnificent. So massive thank you to the DSL team.
Yeah, big massive ups to not only the DSL guys but to all the patrons of Pine Rivers Resort Darts Club for the way that they've looked after us this weekend. I will have to take a look back at some of the replays to see if I actually was here all weekend. Where am I now? Where am I going? What am I doing?
Look, absolutely great stuff, and it's our pleasure to work with a couple of real professionals of the game. And I've said it before, Mickey. You know that you number one darting commentator in Australia, and good to see you get a good run this weekend, mate.
I am not. Stop it. Shut up.
more. Bring it on. Love me in the comments.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely brilliant. Look, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back shortly, Dart fans, with another cracking game, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
And welcome back, ladies and gents. Cracker coming up. Michael Cassar, who we haven't seen on stream this weekend, I don't believe, and versus Robbie King, who we have seen because he's been smashing it. Lost out in the final to Mel Cumming, but playing really good darts this weekend. And he was top of the table and got knocked off by Mel at the final hurdle. He's the only one to have won 2. Mel
and him.
He was the only one to have won 2 ADC events, and then Mel won that one last night, of course, to pick up the spot at the Motor Super Series, and another spot up for grabs this afternoon, and Robbie could skin one back. You never know. But, we might just cross over and have a look at what's happening over there. Oh, the players are underway. Cassar with the darts. Rips in 3 straight ones to get
140.
started. Robbie bashes in a 140 to open his account.
$99. $140. $96.
And to say we are off and firing is probably an understatement. I know it's a bit premature, early days at start of a leg, but just have a quick squiz at that.
60.
Back-to-back 140s from Robbie King to open up. Lovely way to start.
$140.
3 140s in the leg to the rocket. Robbie King leaves himself 24 after 12. And this is some kind of game.
60.
High. On boom.
4 out and 2.
There it is. To break a throw to open the leg.
140. $59.
The pace and the ferocity of Robbie King's darts seem to make Cassar feel like he's
95.
really under the cosh here.
$140.
Oh, and that's beauty. Drawn him into the game.
$96.
And Robbie King's thrown no less than 4 140s so far, and we're only a leg and a half in. Sets himself up on the big fish, the 170.
92.
The one they all want.
90.
And I'll tell you what, we'll be going nuts in the commentary booth if this one goes. First one's good. Second one just high.
105.
And goes down, pick up a bullseye anyway. It's not a bad way to go. It's 130. Leaves yourself tops from a 170 if you do that. And, you know, not a bad little practice for the bull either.
140.
Cassar with another 140 leaves. 72, which puts a bit of pressure on. 25 for tops now. Robbie King, he's just on top of the wire with the second dart. and drags him low. So Cassar now,
Yeah, wow.
maybe a little bit of reward for effort here at the 72 left, 52 now. 12 for tops, 36 goes, and just
56.
narrowly wide on the double 8 there.
Geez, that was close.
Robbie King with another crack. Scoreboard has not ticked over. Robbie does in fact have double 10 left. Whether that was last one was put in as a bust rather than
20 out.
No,
and
it
three.
takes it out nicely, though.
so it has
It's
corrected
caught up.
itself there. Yep,
Yeah, there
no
we go.
problems at all.
Probably a little bit of Wi-Fi just sync issue there, maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, it could be.
55.
Oh, a little bump there. There we go.
Fist pump for a 55. Not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know
maybe,
whether-
Maybe a little unlucky or something, perhaps?
44.
Maybe, yeah. Not 100% sure what that was all about, but either way, bit of good
46.
sportsmanship. Never goes astray.
And, of course, we heard that Kai Smith wired a 9 data earlier on and missed the double 12. But
Oh, there's a little maxi max there for Robbie King. It's not a 180, but it's everything but.
Yes,
A 177.
But we heard Kai Smith just narrowly missed the wired, the double 12 for a 9 data earlier. We've got already had a couple of 9 datas overnight. Obviously, Fallon Sherrick, first female dart player to ever hit a 9 data on the Pro Tour.
What a
which was,
tremendous achievement. It's awesome. I actually
absolutely.
thought Bo Greaves may have taken that title.
Yeah,
But,
same.
180.
But the other one, of course, was Johnny Clayton, hit a 9 data overnight as well. So, yeah, a couple of good 9 datas overnight from the UK. Just need one here now, Ben. We can call it live.
well, we may have a 160 out. That could do us. Double top.
163.
Oh!
Boom! Go, Michael Cassar!
What a shot. And needed it. And I tell you what, it is just a testament to the caliber of these players in this room here at Pine River. Well, I say here, even though I'm about, 2,000 kilometres away somewhere. But
60.
we can, we can
I
pretend
am
I'm in
here,
Pine
and
River.
for the first time this weekend, I'm in commentary by myself in the venue comms room at Pine River.
135.
So good to be here. G'day, g'day. Wearing the new DSL admin shirt. Plenty of compliments about it today in the venue. And massive shout out to Biffo, Paul Biffle, Biffo Designs, for
Absolutely.
his help in making these shirts. Absolutely love them, mate. And yeah, proud to be repping the DSL admin team, or the DSL crew, as we've called it on the back of the shirt.
You sending mine down this evening with Mal, are you, mate? Or
Yes.
beautiful.
131.
There's a few things to go down with Marlin Tash to the Eskimo residents.
Oh, there you go. They're going to be charging me freight now.
Oh, look, massive thanks to Mel and Tash for running a few things around for us. Really helps out with costs. Obviously, we try and get this done as cheaply as we can. But
100.
got to get people to places, got to get bits and pieces to places. And Declan Bailey has flogged himself all weekend to bring this awesome production to you. So great work,
89.
Declan, and really paid off. Look,
absolutely.
watching it back, it's sensational effort, mate. Tops now for Robbie King, 130 for Cassar. He's on for the bullseye.
130.
Oh!
160, 130.
Cassar.
Cassar in form.
Oh,
It
look
is
at him.
a
He knows how
pay-off.
well he's playing. He knows how important those finishes were. He knows he is taking on arguably the best player in this tournament
97.
based on form over the weekend.
Well, you know what? He's no slouch. He just beat Hope's 6-4 the game before. And the game before that beat Rundle 6-2. So,
140.
you know, he's had a couple of tough opponents already in Rundle and, Jamie Rundle and Hope Pua. And now facing Robbie King, looking at everything
90.
that he should. 160, 130 out after he seemed like a bit of trouble being 2-0 down.
And pointing to this interesting stat, I'll just bring this up in a second for you.
94.
83 first 9, 93 average for Cassar. He's pegging better than he's scoring.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's the name of the game, isn't it?
Not the first time we've seen the
140.
the average above the scoring average. And in fact, look, play a bit of darts myself, as we probably all do. And
Do ya?
quite often, I end up my highest score in a game in a leg can be the peg. It's not uncommon.
I was waiting for the story about the new dartboard, mate.
55.
First 3 darts in the new
Another
dartboard.
day after
It's
Robbie King 167. I will tell the story.
95. $53.
Couldn't find one.
72 now. Which way does he go?
You've
Couple
got to
of
go to
16s.
16s. Yeah,
Don't
of
have
course.
to, but
Well, I know, but well, it depends. If you love your double 18s, then of course,
52.
maybe a different way.
drops it down. Oh, tops for double 10. Oh, double 14 now. Double 7, I should say. Boom! She's in the hole.
He's not missing his pegs, is he? Wow.
So Brent from Aussie Dart Supplies Online just saw the logo up there. Best place to buy your darts in Australia. Dart Supplies, I should say. And brought over one of the new Blade 6, what do you call them?
Triple cores.
It's a triple core, but with the stuff on the back. The carbon. The carbon triple core.
Yeah, yeah.
Put it up. We had about 5 blokes over here, and I wanted first crack at it. Wouldn't let anyone throw because I wanted the first chance to hit a 180 on the board. Boom. First 3 darts on that board, 180. And with fans around to watch, it was pretty good. Pretty special moment. But thanks, Brent, for that. Thanks, Aussie Dart Supplies Online.
140.
Back-to-back 140s to kick off here for Mick Cassar in the 5th leg. 6th, rather. 3-2 up. 3 legs
58.
on the trot and well placed to make it 4.
He's turned this game around, isn't he?
Yeah, it certainly has.
45.
And as we say, that commentator's curse, man on a mission, and
Oh, but the rocket.
125.
as Mickey says, sometimes you look great, and other times you look rather foolish in the call of the box.
60.
And that beautiful new graphic, Ben, with Brocky and Doug's now exiting the building.
Yeah, right. 60.
All that hard work. It's still good.
Paying
Couple of-
tribute for their efforts over the weekend, mate.
Oh, 100%. And I tell you what, some of the new graphics have been absolutely fantastic I've seen this afternoon. Not sure Declan's caught some of those.
Oh, I've seen a couple. I've seen the new, obviously that one that was just there, the new one of the DSL logo
Yeah.
on
couple of new
the
ones.
cracking concrete or whatever it looks like. That's quite cool.
Double 9 now, Cassar. Oh, he's just outside. That would have really
Wow.
put a nail, not a nail in the coffin, but really stirred Robbie King up. Oh, he's under and down for double 10.
Yeah.
Boom.
40 out.
Nice. Mick won't be happy with that. Left a chance there on the table.
100.
Mind you, I'm sure he's pretty wrapped with the 160, the 130. The double 7 when he needed it most.
60.
Because he was looking a bit dire at 2-0 down here with Robbie. Didn't have much of an answer. He's just come back really strong. So
Oh, Robbie got out the blocks, didn't he? Opened
Oh,
up
didn't
with
he?
2 140s. Threw
Yeah.
3 140s in his first leg of darts.
$93.
Declan is actually at the venue there at Pine Rivers. Not only is he at the venue, he was building supervisor for the construction of the rebuild. And thanks to Bailey Carpentry Services, who is Declan's dad, James Bailey, the Bull.
41.
How's
Well,
it
he
looking
might-
there,
Myself,
Declan?
the building supervisor. I was more the Smoko Run Bunnings trip boy for Matty Mullin and Josh Kime and co.
100.
The team of Bailey's Carpentry Services. But it was a role I was happy to play, and it's paid off very well. Loving the new club. Everybody is stoked with it. You know, looks so clean and arguably the best darts venue in the country.
Cassar's got a question about his score here.
And Matty Mullin on the caller's microphone. So if there's a mistake, it was Matty. You can blame him for that one.
The big question is, does he know how to change it?
I might go and have a quick squeeze.
Yeah, have a quick squeeze, mate.
Just going to rip out there, Declan. The go-to man for all things technical in the venue at the moment. But as I was saying before, the Bailey Carpentry Services.
Should be 100 in there.
Awesome job of the refit there.
No, because it was. There you go. See, I did
And our
put it in.
other sponsors, Get Plastered Rendering from Queensland as well.
Everything. While Cassie replies,
And
everything.
Lynx Property Group.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. 76 and 3.
Boom.
$96.
There we go. A little bit of a connectivity issue there with Darts Atlas. Score was typed in, didn't come up properly, but quick refresh and straight back into it. Mick taken out. Oh, actually, I missed it, so I won't. Anyway,
96.
96 there, back to back for Robbie. Solid start.
45. $99.
Yeah, hi, Declan. Yeah, cool, you're there. Hey, I heard with the fit out you were known as James Bond. Is that right?
Oh, yes. What's this one, Eskimo?
Yeah. So it's James Bond,
170.
obviously 0 effort on the tools, 0 initiative, and 7 breaks a day. Is that right? 007?
Look, not too inaccurate. Eh? I'm not gonna lie. Although there was a brief moment in time during the rebuild, I was known as the Flat Pack King. Although double 10
yeah.
here for Robbie evens it up. Yes, the Flat Pack King. I think I built
Nothing wrong
all
with
of the Flat Pack cupboards that are in Pine Rivers Darts Club at the moment. I think they've built them in about a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah,
There's like
wow.
30 cupboards or something, and a couple of those have drawers in them as well.
That's a big
100.
task, mate.
Yeah.
I'd take Marlin,
58.
Robbie.
40. $100.
Not sure if Benno's microphone's muted or he's just not talking.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
Right here in the comms box.
just not talking, just enjoying the game. It's
99.
for me. I have a different experience because I can hear the caller, the darts hit the board, the grunts and groans from the players. So plenty to listen to.
100.
Yeah.
What about the viewers, mate? What are they listening to?
Hopefully the same if Ben's done his job.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's right.
143 remains for Cassar. Robbie looking to pick up a 54 on this last start.
58.
Or a triple 20 he went for, but didn't get it. Doesn't leave a finish. Cassar not going to take out the 143, but will come back.
59.
with
And
84.
shout out to Grassy on YouTube. Good show of Queensland darts on you boys. Beck Prominence, look at the mullet on Declan. She says flat pack because you got no
glorious,
6 pack.
isn't it?
Flat pack because he's got no 6 pack. Oh dear.
36.
I don't know. He could have been doing some sit-ups.
The guys with the kegs laugh at him.
Mate, this is like a full carton with a bag of ice keeping it cold. That's what this is.
Mate, yours is
Well, so
half a bottle.
Cassar's coming back for 48 here to make this 5-4. Robbie King's left himself 16. And again, Cassar seems a little confused over the score, whether it's not ticking over. Oh, no, he has 50.
So
That
Matty's
was a
just changed it
correction
from
there.
48 to 50 remaining, and Cassar's not going to take it out. The Rocket.
32.
Oh. Anyway, Rocket for double 8.
16.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, right.
Rocket leads 5-4. Very unfortunate for Mick Cassar. 2 legs there with mishaps on his score, and he trails 5-4. Unfortunate, but I'm sure Matty Mullins is not doing anything intentionally.
He did pick up that 76 where there was a mishap in the score, so he won that leg in spite of the mishap. That one there, walking up, looking at 58
100.
when he had 50 left, may have been a little bit off-putting.
Needs this
100.
leg though. Starting off there, all right on the second
He's
shot.
starting to throw with a fair bit of aggression there, Cassar.
140.
Big 4, Declan.
98.
Robbie.
85.
Cassar starts on the 60s from 262. Generally, you'd start on 18s, I guess, but
140.
it doesn't matter if you're going to smack in 2 trebles.
97.
1-2-2. He's done the big finish. It's still on. 54 for Bull. 54 looks okay. No, it's not. My apologies. That was single 18-second dart. So he's left himself 32-24 for Robbie King for the win. He's just inside the double 12, double 6 he wants.
24 out
And
and 2.
boom! There it is.
Game, shot, and the match.
That is such a good dart. The
There you
composure.
go, Robbie King into the semi-final lineup. First player to make it through to that stage for today's comp. I'm just pulling up the bracket. Bear with me, and I'll do a read-through of who's coming up. Sorry, just a second. There we are. So Robbie King to play the winner of Dave Marlin and Kai Smith, having just kicked off that match. Jeremy Fagg 3-0 over David Platt. The winner of that to play the winner of Bailey Marsh and Sam Ballinger, who also have just kicked off. So we might throw to the promo video. Might throw a couple of scoreboards up, as there's a couple
I
of
was going to say, yeah,
games
maybe
in the
get
early
Ben.
stage, and be back soon for one of the semi-final games here from Pine Rivers Darts Club.
Ladies and
Cheers, guys.
gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Modus Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. with a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a
Dush, not sure if you're checking this out, ladies and gents, but the games are heating up here. Sam Ballinger had Bailey Marsh 5-zip and in that quarter final, and it looked like he was all over him. Bailey's come back, brought it back to 5-2, and not looking too bad. So any of those games, you can go on Dart Atlas and watch the game in its entirety if you like, or pick out the game that you want. Dave Marlin is 5-zip on Kai Smith at the moment. Kai looking like coming back as well. He's left himself 78, Marlow on 161. So you can see the scores there ticking over as we get down. As the draw plays out, Jeremy Fagg has won through 6-2 over Dave Platt, so he will go through to play the winner of Ballo and Bailey. And Robbie King has won through, so he'll play the winner of Dave Marlin and Kai Smith. So that's what we're shaping up to for semi-finals. Keep an eye on it, keep an eye on the scores, and you'll be all up to date with what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
So just confirming, it is going to be Sam Ballinger versus Fagg in the semi-final on stream. The other semi-final will play out off stream, and then we will bring you the final after that. It's going to be a big one, and players have both finished, so we're just waiting to set that game up, and we'll be back with you real shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Ballinger, Fagg, warming up in the background here. We're all set up and we'll be good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend.
Go.
Here we are, ladies and gents, at the semi-final point of the evening. Winner of today's comp, I should remind you, wins a spot at the Motor Super Series. And to see who will be in the final for that, let's check out Jeremy Fagg taking on Sam Ballinger. I've just got to go and fix up the scoreboard and we can check that one out. They have kicked off.
And going to be a ripper game, first semi-final. Jezza Fagg at the Oki. Bello from Victoria.
The Bear. Semi B, the Bear.
It's not, in fact, Robbie King and Michael Cassar is reflected up on the scoreboard, but there we go. All good now.
60.
We've got Bailey Marsh on the caller's microphone for this match. He just went out to Sam Ballinger.
Which is a bit of a surprise because Bailey's been playing well, but great to see Sammy in a little bit of form today.
Yeah, Sammy's been a great player for a long time and
55.
took out the Geelong Easter Classic last year. Speaking of which, that's coming up again this year in a couple of weeks. But yeah, very strong player, but yet to achieve a lot of the big things in the Australian darting scene. Jeremy Fagg, on the other hand, got a number of titles under his belt. Went to Q School this year, and he's been around for a long time, and great player as well.
125.
So I suppose a clash between a current top star and a rising star of the Australian dart scene, you could say.
Well, the funny thing is, if you have a look at where the draw is, the 2 semi-finalists, Jeremy Fagg, Sam Ballinger,
38.
both Team Rebel, Dave Marlin, Robbie King, both Team Misfits.
Yeah, well, there you go. So either way, it's a Rebel versus Misfits final.
Too.
There we go. Jezza takes the first leg with a 55 finish. Nice and tidy 2 darts.
So we get the tidy Reb Fit final.
Yes. And Dargan's out of the house already. Greg is running around and
83.
doing admin things. So won't get to hear from either of them, unfortunately. Might hear from Greg at the end of the combat.
140. 140.
Yeah, great darts there from Sammy. Looked like 140. I'm not too sure. Was it? Yeah, I think it was.
$131.
That a 171?
131.
131.
96.
And look, you'd have to say Jezza's probably the favourite, wouldn't you, in this one, guys?
Well, look, on form and in order of merit standings in the ADC, absolutely. But you can never rule out Sammy B on his day. He is a top dart player.
135.
Where'd he go there?
Hit 15.
Oh, he went for triple 10. My bad. And picked up a single 15, leaving 47.
Bullseye now, Jezza.
Boom!
He was absolutely lethal on the ball last night, and he is again today. and straight back into that lipstick. So Jezza 2-0 up over Sam
190.
Ballinger. Kicks off with a max.
And what timing saw the 180 tick up on the board as I flashed the
140.
stats board up over the top there.
And great reply from Sammy with the 140.
Oh, look, Jez is on.
140.
Really?
180, 140. Super darts there from Jez.
$41.
Obviously, a lot to play for here this evening. The winner of this through to the final, as Declan said, Modus Super Series spot on the line. The winner tonight will join Mal Cumming,
60.
who obviously won last night in the order of merit standings, which was an absolute nail-biter down to the wire against Robbie King.
And Jez has already been over to UK this year. Oh, he picks up that 36.
Game shot in 3.
36,
Bang.
36, treble, double, boom, boom, boom.
3-0. 3-0 to Jeremy Fagg, and it's not like Sam's that far away. Scoreboard does not reflect how tight this is.
100.
And wouldn't it be fitting if, obviously, Mal and Jez were over for Q School together earlier in the year? Wouldn't it be fitting if Jez can find a way to win tonight, and they're both back again for the Modus?
Yeah, of course. You know, Fred and Tash, Jeremy and Mal's other halves, respectively. You know, the four of them made quite the travel group. It's great
Didn't
to
they indeed?
follow along with their journey and see both of them in their attempts at Q School. And it would be great to see Mal and Jeremy both going over there again to showcase their talent in the Motor Super Series.
They had a great trip. New Year's in Paris. I mean, geez. Oh, brilliant. Mind you, in saying that, we're not taking anything against. We've got Robbie King and Dave Marlin in the background. I'm sure they're going to have something to say about it. One of them in the final.
Absolutely.
Either of those two would be quite handy to have in the Motor Super Series as well.
And we certainly haven't handed this game to Jeremy Fagg just yet. Don't worry about that. Sammy B can quite easily play his way into this game and really rock the foundations of the Jeremy Fagg throw. Although Jez are looking pretty good.
121.
I think you should stop talking, Ben. Every time you say he's doing something, he throws off. Actually, for Sammy's sake, keep talking, Ben.
Do you feel like I can control the game?
If I realise that I've accidentally left something unmuted over in the stream room at the end of the game, then I'll be very upset.
44.
Oh, getting in the players' heads. We've done it before. Back in the day where we had 1,000 things going on at once.
It's not the first time someone's left a mic open. Probably won't be our last either, just quietly.
No, absolutely. One thing I'm glad about is that I definitely have the live viewing TV that's out by the stream room for spectators to take a look at. I've definitely got that muted, so commentary's not going to be playing on that.
Oh, well, that's good.
But unfortunately for the spectators, they're not getting the full DSL experience. But 36 on the board for Sammy B. For Bull.
61.
Red hot crack. Maybe
He's back to
3 10s. It goes the treble 10. He's outside for 10. 52 left. 12 for tops.
42.
Unlucky.
Quite out.
Fraction low. Sammy back for 25 now. 9, double 8. Inside for double 4.
Fuck off. 17.
Oh, missed it by a whisker.
Far out, he says. So he's coming back.
Go.
No score.
That's a good bust.
Tactical bust on the triple 20 there.
That's a professional bust right there.
Double 4.
Game
And
shot.
it goes.
Yeah. On the board.
AB is in the match.
As we said, 3-1, and the scoreline could have looked very different in a couple of these. So
131.
doesn't quite reflect how Sammy had been playing in the first few legs. Just a little unlucky there.
80. $60.
Sounds like the crowd's having a bit of a raucous time there. Last day of darts, the ADC Pine Rivers Darts and Sporting Club
81.
in Queensland.
Been a
Yeah,
big weekend.
absolutely. Obviously, with the field thinning out quite quickly this afternoon in the knockout comp, quite a few people have left, but there is still
58.
quite a crowd for the semi-final lineup here. The vibes are good.
$19.
Yeah, it's a shame how it's transpired. Would have loved to have been up there this weekend.
Oh, Jez is looking delicious. Boom.
180.
Oh,
100.
$48 up for double 12
oh,
on the outside. Bang.
super
Game shot in
darts. 4-1, Jeremy Fagg. Sammy doesn't look happy. Knows it shouldn't be there.
41.
Needs to wipe that off and regroup.
$100.
A good pick up there from Jez. 100 first in. Come on, Sammy. Not really biased either way, just cheering on the underdog.
Everybody loves the underdog.
100.
But if Jez's keep playing like this, I don't think
140.
it's going to leave much room for error. Sam needs to find an extra gear here to stay in this match. And it looks like he has there.
100.
Ton probably not enough, but keeps himself knocking. Jez straight back into that lipstick now. Just under on that one.
97.
And a nice little move down there. Just to leave himself a finish and leave himself handy.
100.
Good darts there from Sammy. Thrown with a little bit more intent by the look there, Declan.
Knows he needs to pick up quickly in this match. Jez are not going to take it out, but sets it up quite nicely. 70, 160 for Sam. This could be huge. Not to
Not
be,
gonna go.
but big triple
60.
there. No, not to be. Would have put a bit of pressure on. 70 for Jeremy. Oh, that's a slip into the 4. Double
Oh.
9 now. Ooh.
52.
$60 for tops.
Game shot in.
What a shot, Sammy
Great
B.
peg. Great peg, Sammy. Capitalised on Jez's error. Little wayward dart there, slipping into the 4s, cost him.
58.
But 4-2 the scoreline. And the other match in the
60.
background, Dave Marlin versus Robbie King, has kicked off. Dave Marlin 1-0 up at this point in time.
Wow. Obviously, we know Marlin is a great player, but the form that Robbie's been in this weekend
43.
He's going to be hard to
practically
beat.
untouchable.
Mind you, there was a couple of kinks in the armour when he was playing Mick Cassar, although Mick Cassar was playing
60.
superbly with some of those big finishes, the 160, the 130 out, to get back into that game.
And for the dart fans out there, I'm pretty sure Eskimo meant chinks in the armour, not kinks in the armour. But
Yeah,
140.
that
if
too.
you've got a kink and you're in the armour, it's up to you. It's your business. But I'd like to say hi to Jamie Liddy, who's shout us out on YouTube there, and
100.
another one whose name I cannot pronounce. Afternoon all. What a great way to spend the Sunday afternoon. Shout out from WA Darts, Pop 100. Well, g'day to you. Feel free to let us know your name in the comments if you like.
DJ Dance's
41.
Christmas. That's the best I can do.
DJ Dancer's Christmas, maybe.
There you go.
Oh, Jez is in the treble 20, 14 for tops.
74.
I was just thinking, Ben, if it's a Pop 100, it's got to be a two-stroke.
40.
Oh, dear.
Tops now, Jeremy Fagg. Make it 5-2. Inside, double 10.
Game shot into.
And
Oh,
the job.
great finish. Actually, you'd probably remember the old Quacker, the old 752 stroke.
Not a 752 stroke.
The old bike. I think it was like maybe, I think they brought it out about
43.
78, 79, somewhere around there. Didn't last very long, didn't sell too many, and I don't think many people wanted to ride it after they had a first ride.
Yeah, yep.
Way too much.
93.
Not many people wanted to ride the two-stroke.
Bailey Jacobs in the comments there. G'day, Bazooka.
Good to see Bazooka here over the weekend.
$58. $60. $99.
Bello, everything to play for here.
100.
Matches the 99 with a ton. Doesn't leave a finish. When Jeremy sprays that into the treble 5, this could be a little bit of relief here. No,
95.
picks up the treble 20, 95, leaves 156. He is on a finish. Sam Bello wants to bring this right down in a real hurry. Oh, he's hit the treble 20 there, so looking okay. 99, 74 left, 156. Jeremy Fagg, couple of 20s and a 36 to do it. A couple of triple 20s and a 36, I should say. The first one's good. Second one is high, so Bello's coming back for 74.
140.
Oh,
The
great
Bear,
third up.
Sam Ballinger, 74 to stay alive.
16 up for tops.
50.
Oh, unlucky.
Game shot in.
Bang. There it is.
Shot.
There you go.
And the match.
So, Jeremy Fagg is the first man into the final of ADC Oceania event number 10. And he's the first man in the final to compete for the second spot at the Motor Super Series. Going to play the winner of Robbie King, Dave Marlin. And Dave Marlin 3-0 up over Robbie King, who has been such a strong competitor this weekend. Marlin's had some good results as well, but Robbie's just been, we've been very, very good so far. So credit to Marlin getting 3-0 ahead. Going to be interesting to see how the rest of that match pans out. But Will might take a short break, see who gets up in that one, and
Maybe get the scoreboard up.
Yeah, we'll get the scoreboard up on the stream, and we'll see Jeremy Fagg against the winner of that very soon. Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. with a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
And not sure how many of you are watching and following this game along. Dave Marlin just checked out a 1-4-1 to level up at 4 apiece against Robbie the Rocket King. It is game on. Winner of this course goes through to the final. Play Jeremy Fagg for a trip to the UK Motors Super Series events and week-long events there, and $2,000 towards airfares for that. So it is a massive prize on the line. Of course, $1,350 for the winner tonight. So plenty to play for. Dave Marlin has smashed in a 177 to leave 24 to level up at 5 apiece here. Oh, and he's done it. So she's all tied up at 5 apiece. Dave Marlin, Robbie the Rocket King, and I'm joined with Eskimo Quinn in comms. Eskimo, what a game.
5 all. Jeez, tell you what, it's all on the line, isn't it? A lot of games this weekend that have gone the distance, and especially as we get deeper into the field. What a fitting semi-final. Robbie King, probably the form player across the weekend, to be fair, although... You know, he knocked out Mal on, knocked out Mal on the first game on, the first match on Saturday. Sorry, not the first match, but the first event Saturday to get in.
Marlowe's opened up with a 180.
Wow.
Robbie King's followed with 140. And I tell you what, we're a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. This is to get into the final. This is a semi-final. Robbie King, of course, as Eskimo mentioned, lost in the final last night.
And Robbie King, 140, 140 back to back.
And I'll tell you what a leg of darts.
Oh no, Marlo. 180, 60, 41. That is not going to cut the mustard against 140, 140.
Look, he did have the throw. All it means is he's lost throw and a bit of score. Look, only a 40 there, so no real damage done for Marlowe here. He can easily bang in some real lovely straight ones here, and he has set himself up for a win.
Yeah, minimum of 6 from 220. Robbie the same at 181.
Oh, it's 140 at the
140.
right time. Opportune,
Great
Dave
darts.
Marlin.
Great darts. What can Robbie do here? Needs to leave himself handy from 181. And he has done on 76. So this is anybody's from here. Who's going to hit the finish?
Winner of this, of course, plays Jeremy Fagg in the final.
It's exciting.
Marlowe, 140. Boom! It's gone! It's out! Dave Marlin took that massive check out.
Wow.
And 80 out, Dave Marlin. 6-5 against Robbie King, the Rocket.
Brilliant. So the final, Dave Marlin, New South Wales, Jeremy Fagg, Queensland. And the winner, Motor Super Series spot to join Mal Cumming.
Wow.
Absolutely unbelievable. Can't wait to get this
all the way
one
from
cooking.
New South Wales, of course. And we're going to be back with you in the final very shortly, Dart fans, so we'll see you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10 live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with...
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, we have got a cracking final on our hands, Eskimo Quinn. It's Jeremy Fagg versus Dave Marlin. Dave Marlin, of course, up from New South Wales. Marlin Real Estate, sponsor of Darts Down Under. And what a massive game to take out Robbie King, the Rocket.
Oh, look, this is going to be an absolute epic duel. I can't believe Dave just coming back there at the end and just getting over Robbie was sensational. The 141 out, the 140 when he needed it again to leave 80 to take out the 80 for the finish as well. It's just, mate, what a match that was. Still a bit speechless.
Yeah, you see Jezza up there warming up. Maybe he's planning on leaving double 12 Eskimo.
Well, maybe he's going to look for that 9 data, mate, just for us.
Oh,
that's what he's doing.
That's why he's practicing the double 12.
Correct. There you go.
Kai Smith missed a 9 data on double 12 earlier on, didn't? Is that right?
He did
double
indeed.
12.
He did indeed.
There's been some magic darts this weekend.
Well, I tell you what. Regardless, these two, whether it's Jeremy Fagg or Dave Marlin that wins this, two great ambassadors for darts in Australia to be able to go away and represent, represent our Oceania region for the ADC at the Motor Super Series. Two absolute gentlemen of the game, both probably deserve it, and Mel as well, right? So I mean, look, whoever wins this one will be joining Mel. I know my mother Wendy Love is going to be cheering in the background. I can hear the YouTube going in the lounge room.
Speaking of family back home, got a bit of a shout out, mate. Deb Quinn hit at the PayPal account and said, "You know what, you blokes, buy yourselves a beer," and chucked a bit of money in there. Thanks, Deb. Bloody champion.
But I know Wendy Love's going to be cheering, not for Dave Marlin. The funny thing is, Deb and I used to play darts against Dave on a Tuesday night down at Revesby Bowling Club when we were in New South Wales. We lived there for about 10 years. So certainly I reckon Deb's going to be barracking for Marlo, and I reckon Mum, Wendy Love, is going to be barracking for Jez pretty heavily. So I'm not sure how that one's going to pan out, to be honest.
Yeah,
a little bit of controversy in the lounge room, perhaps.
Well, Jez is the one at the board practicing, and we can see him there. And saw him go for bull before, hit 2 red ones and a greenie. So, but I have seen him miss a few pegs too. Maybe he's he's going for bull now. Let's see what he can do here. 225s.
Well, you know what? It's the first time I've seen him miss the red bit all weekend. When he needs it, he hits it.
Well, I tell you what, you need a bullseye to get the throw, and that could be the only difference in this game is who gets to start, because we've seen games, two tough competitors evenly matched like this, and it can go throw for throw, leg for leg on throw.
Absolutely.
And both these players very, very hard to break, especially in a final when it means so much. A bit of a shake of the hands there, and we'll open up the sound here, see what's going on in venue. Oh, you can hear a bit of laughing. It's frivolity. We'll just wind that back a bit. Board is eerily vacant. Haven't seen Marlo come up to throw a dart yet, Eskimo.
Look, he's only just finished, so I mean, surely you want just a few minutes just to kind of unwind and get your thoughts back together. And look at this, Declan Bailey. Oh, showing off the new DSL Cruise shirt. Looks fantastic.
There he is.
Can't wait to get hold of my one.
I should have got the full screen on that one.
Bit slow, Benny.
Yeah, I was. There he is.
Here he
there
goes.
He is. Oh, he's watching the TV. Yep. All right, give it a spin around, mate. Nice. Oh, look out.
Oh yeah.
Thanks to Biffo for doing those for us.
Looks fantastic. Almost as good as his mullet.
Oh, he's a handsome-looking fella. Speaking of good-looking roosters, Dave Marlin, Marlin Real Estate, up to the Ocky, first dart, practice, fires in a treble 20. He knows he's got a game on his hands, and he's psyched. He's come back as a man on a mission with purpose to fight back in that last game against Robbie the Rocket King was absolutely nothing short of sensational. And if you're out there watching at home, checking it out on YouTube, feel free to jump in the comments there and we'll give you a shout out. Ricky Turner, g'day mate, he says, come on Jezza. Deb Quinn, you are most welcome, Ben, enjoy. Judd Thompson, up the rocket. Get in there, Jezza. And Bailey Jacobs, Bazooka, Bailey Jacobs says, hey DSL crew, g'day Bailey. Shout out to Beck Pinder, everybody there in the comments. DJ, Denzi's Christmas, Pop 100. Hello to you. Let us know in the comments who you actually are so we know who we're talking to. We'll have a look at Marlo's form here on the board. Both players taking their time to get warmed up, making sure they're good and ready. Jezza had his warm-up. Perhaps some players like to go for a toilet break before they go up, just in case it goes the journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
You.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, ready to kick off the final of ADC Oceania Tour event number 10. The winner of this final will get a spot in the Motor Super Series alongside Mal Cumming. It is Dave Marlin taking on Jeremy Fagg. Marlin about to go up and throw for the bullseye, so let's flick over and take a look.
And Declan, we followed the scoreboard down watching Dave Marlin defeated Robbie King in the semi-final, and that was nothing short of spectacular.
Mate, I was out there standing in the crowd, and wow, the tension was in the air, and mate, quality game. Robbie was putting it on Marlin, and Marlin just was able to hold it together enough to get the win there.
Yeah, fantastic. The 141 must have been magic live.
Absolutely.
Talk about needing a big peg and executing perfectly.
Well, he's looking like a man on a
It
mission,
was
Dave
so
Marlin.
smooth. You can see that action of Marlin there, and it
Yeah.
was so smooth, that 141. Just nice and easy. Bang, bang, bang.
Saw Jeremy Fagg warming up on double 12s before, and the double 12 and the 141 outshots that a lot of players practice, because when you're in that moment, you want to know you can hit that one, I suppose, and they just seemed to roll off the cuff, apparently. I wasn't there to watch it, but Declan Bailey said it was smooth.
81.
And I got to say right now, if there's some girly screams in the background that you hear if something good happens, it's probably either my mother or Deb
60.
watching this in the lounge room.
Well, the complete opposite of girly screams, we've got Sammy Ballinger on the microphone doing the scoring for the final.
26.
I thought we might have grabbed someone from the crowd to get in here for Tom's, Declan.
Look, I was looking around the crowd, poking my head
100.
around. Nobody could match the three amigos
Oh, wow.
from DSL.
Absolutely.
No, it's not like that. It was just, the crowd very interested in the games going on. And
96.
thought we'd just leave them be to check out the final.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit different sitting in the box and trying to call it from...
60.
And especially for people who
Double
aren't
12.
experienced in the box.
Yeah.
you know, like-
Dave Marlin, first leg on the board.
There we go. So a solid start there from Marlo. Well, it's the old band back together, isn't it, mate? The three of us in the comms.
Absolutely. Obviously, Brocky and Dargan have done a fantastic job taking the brunt of the commentary load this weekend. But
Absolutely.
it's always good to be back, just the three of
100.
us.
And I must say, thanks to a big shout out to you, Declan, for obviously I wasn't able to travel with a couple of things happening personally with Deb and things like that. So
42.
you've had to carry the main share of that weight up there without both of us together. So I think you've done a smack up job there, mate. Thank you.
No, mate, look, it's got to be done. And it's been a pleasure to be here at Pine Rivers and it's been a
36.
fantastic weekend and loved every minute of it, mate.
Mate, wish I was there, that's for sure. I reckon I owe Greg at least 500 across the bar.
100.
Oh, Marlo, look at that. Straight, nice. Lots of room. Oh, it looks a bit awkward now, but
140.
what do I know? 140 there from Marlo. Cheers, back in the 60. Needs
100.
another.
Oh, almost lost that one, but dangling in there.
Unlucky. Going to be very interesting to see. We were saying before, Declan, regardless of who wins this one, both very good ambassadors
65.
for the ADC Oceania region.
Absolutely.
Going across to find it out in the Motor Super Series. Couldn't think of two nicer guys to join.
177.
Well, one of them.
Oh, what a
Join
shot,
Mel.
Jeremy Fagg. From 77 to set up 24. Marlo up for 160 now. Not going to go.
55.
Oh, unlucky. Let's see if that practice paid off.
Game shot in the
Bang.
second
Oh.
leg.
Yes, it did. One all in the final of event 10 for the ADC Oceania.
100.
Great event, awesome looking venue, and a credit to a lot of people, none least of which is, obviously Greg Walsh, but employed the services of darting legend James Bailey and Bailey's Carpentry Services to do the fit out there at Pine Rivers. Looks sensational.
140.
Oh, great darts.
$100.
Steady shooting. We got a game on our hands here, gentlemen.
I
100.
just had Wendy Love walk in just to let me know that she's already played at Pine Rivers. Obviously, that would have been a Legends event, I'm assuming.
And shout out to Wendy Quinn. I know Wendy,
100.
your mum.
You do?
I was actually chatting to Sally Fenton, and she said that back in her days over in WA, she was quite good friends with Wendy Quinn as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, mum's pretty well known.
137.
Marlo, 137 to set up, 24 after 12. And it's been a great leg from Dave Marlin. 100, 140, 100, 137. Steady shooting.
82.
And if he fixes up this double 12 in one dart, he'll feel plenty of relief. 2-1 up. I'll make it the third. Either way, you're going to feel plenty of relief, Dave. Just hit it. No, he's missed. Oh.
Going to get another visit at it, no matter what Jeremy can do here. But Jeremy's goal after that loose one into the 5 is leave it as pretty as he can.
125.
And that's good. Making that 125, leaving 49. About the best you could have done.
Double 6, Dave Marlin.
Game
Boom.
shot.
And there we go.
60.
Shout out to Milesy Man, 86. Daniel Chapman. Chrissy Sheeran jumped in there.
Nice.
Adam Coley.
81.
Good to see we've got quite a few on tonight. Following all the action. We've certainly had some of
100.
that across the last 4 events.
You know who Sally Fenton is? Sally Reid, my mate.
And Wendy Quinn has just gone live
95.
on DSL. G'day, Wendy.
Ben just said, "G'day, Wendy. You've just gone live on DSL." And so I didn't recognise the name, Declan, but I do know Sally Fenton, which is Sally Reid, apparently.
96.
Used to be Sally Reid when she was living in WA.
Okay.
Big, tall Sally.
Rightio, 3-2-5 to rip down. He's in the first one. Second one, he's pretty as well. Stays there.
108.
Oh,
Bangs
great
in a
dart.
180. Who's calling this game, Declan?
Sam Ballinger.
Oh, of course, the Bear from Victoria.
134.
Great player. Saw him clean up at Geelong one year. Last year, I think it was Eskimo, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Sammy B. Wow.
45.
Well,
Took
if
out
you're
Bailey Marsh. Took out Bailey Marsh in the competition this afternoon, I think.
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Yes,
Sammy,
he did.
Sammy B in the quarterfinals.
In the quarters. Yeah, he did.
Oh, loose
Almost.
from Jeremy. Hits the 57, 54 left, and it's an 11. Oh, and now he hits the 14 that he wanted before.
82.
Marlo. Treble 20 tops, 2 darts for me.
Look at the focus.
Treble 20's good.
He's on.
60.
Oh, my goodness. Didn't you read the script, Marlo?
So, Jezza, back for 29.
Another
Hits a
big
6.
number missed.
What is going
Double
on?
10
Hits
now.
a 9, double 10. Yeah.
Game shot in the 4th.
There it is.
Well, cleans up nicely, but after a little bit of extra work that he probably didn't really need to do. But 2-all. Marlo's got his serious face on.
Oh, look at him go. This is
Look at-
this is pretty good to watch.
81.
Coming in 100 scoring average, Dave Marlin. His first 9.
96.
Great
I
dart.
wish we had a stat for first dart treble 20s because Marlo has been
140.
fierce on approach to the Oki.
He certainly has.
Bangs in a 140 there.
$85.
Pretty close.
Dush.
85.
Tell you what, we're in an arm wrestle right now. And it's
That's a
really
big
interesting to see how this plays out.
Or
Who's
Jez has
gonna
followed
stand
it
up
in.
here?
140.
140. Great walk.
$43.
Oh, underdone. Leaves a finish, but a big one. Jezza can throw a ton here or more. 60's good. 80 on the board. 100 left. Another fat one.
140.
Another big fat. Treble 20. And that looks good. Tops left now. Marlo with a challenge on his hands to whip 152.
And not up to the task on this occasion.
Well, he can't rely on Jeremy Fagg missing 40, although
44.
pegging hasn't been great for him.
Game
Dush.
shot and the fifth
There
leg.
you go.
It's in the hole.
He just caught something there after Marlo threw his last dart. He had a bit of a look back. I don't know what that was, but don't know whether it was
Maybe
just
a
a
bit
miss.
of bit of loudness in the crowd.
Yeah,
don't know.
perhaps.
57.
I know that some of the people out there in the Marlin and Robbie King game were a bit loud in the moments before that game. Maybe they've become a bit more boisterous again after.
Oh, there's certainly been a bit of a
100.
buzz in the
On the
crowd
dot.
and a bit of atmosphere. The Pine Rivers Dart Club.
Certainly been a bit of a buzz on the board as well, just quietly, but
100.
Absolutely.
tell you what, couldn't ask for a better match. 3-2 in a final. These guys are playing their hearts out right now.
100.
I actually thought that graphic was someone walking across the screen then. Looked like someone's hair coming across the screen.
Jez is on.
180.
180, is it? It is indeed.
123.
Oh, great reply, though. Jez, though, first crack at it. Hits the triple 19.
Oh,
Hits
that's
the
good.
second 19 for the bull.
114 for Bull.
100.
Oh, sets it
Oh.
up. Sets up the tops. Dave is not on a peg on 178. And Jeremy Fagg will be content to take the lead at 4-2
60.
with 3 darts at double 20. Took out double tops on his last leg.
No
Oh,
score.
all those
Oh.
darts are right above. Thank you, Declan Cam.
I was going to say, like, I didn't know if that was the shot. I have not seen Jez miss a ball when he needed it all weekend. He has smacked that bullseye for a finish. So let's hope
Well-
this isn't costly.
Well, I think it's a professional way to do it, isn't it?
It is,
The,
it is. But
Or
Down
42.
for double 11.
Ooh.
96.
oh. So we might get away with it here because that was a tough out. So can he
Game shot and the
Oh, he
fifth leg.
can. I was going to say, can he redeem himself? And he can indeed. And you're about to hear Wendy Love scream in a second. 30-second delay.
Marlo
180.
Oh, Marlo.
answers the challenge. And we saw him fight his way through a game against Robbie King, and tough fight it was. come through in the end.
96.
But he had to do some special stuff, including a 1-4-1 checkout, 80 in the final leg to win that game against Robbie King, and just did the right things at the right time at the last minute. Dave Marlin finds himself
100.
here in a final against Jeremy Fagg. He's 4-2 down, but he's fighting hard. He's just banged in a 180 and a 100 on throw.
79. $85.
And good to see Chrissy Sheeran in the comments there, checking this game out. One of Australia's finest lady dart players.
60.
Very slow walk up to retrieve those darts. Jeremy Fagg, what was that all about?
I don't know, but Marlowe's slow to walk up.
A bit of games going on here or what, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Someone's rattling some flights or some loose change in their pockets, maybe. No, neither of these two would do that.
Look, we can hear quite a bit. It's quiet. The crowd, there's a hush over the crowd, that's for sure.
I
59.
think they're a little bit perplexed in this game because it's pretty tight. It is certainly an arm
Marlow,
wrestle.
54 now. 14 for tops, obviously. Fat one goes, double top.
Game shot and the 7th.
Oh, too easy. 3-4.
Jeremy Fagg wastes less time getting to the Oki after that game than they were taking each of the players between
121.
shots in the last leg. So not sure whether they are both trying to slow the game down a little bit, have a bit of pace, a bit of time between shots.
55.
Started to be quicker from Marlow too. Cheers,
no
moving
mistake.
across.
Both
Making
players-
some room.
Sorry, Eskimo.
41.
We're a bit out of practice here, Ben. We're a bit...
Our hearts aren't beating as one, Eskimo.
Oh, dear.
60.
And now dead air for the DJ.
Or Jez is in. Going to switch down. And
99.
doesn't quite pick up the 57 there, but
A Bradman will do. The old 99, Bradman.
Marlow knows he's going to have to break through at some stage.
83.
And certainly not going to lay off on any leg, but needs something big here to affect the equation. I think he's going to be able to rely on
58.
Jeremy Fagg missing, and I think that's an option for him. And
100.
that's good from Dave Marlin. Ton there.
$134.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. 48 for the setup. Jeremy Fagg after 15 darts.
$60.
They went throwing with all the confidence and luster that he had at the start of the game. Dave's got to find something. Jeremy Fagg's 32 away from 5-3 up.
40.
1-4-3 now. We saw the 1-4-1 against Robbie King in the semi-final.
Not going to go.
40 scored. 60.
4 now for Jeremy. A bit wide, but good marker.
Game shot and
Yes.
Yeah,
eight
great,
goes.
great peg. No, 5-3. Do or die here for Marlin.
He does have the darts,
He does indeed.
but he is just running out of opportunities to break the throw of Jeremy Fagg, which is, of course, is what has to happen.
81.
Dave started
Jez
with the
ready.
throw.
140.
Lovely
Ooh,
darts.
just under, but 140. Great kickoff there from Jezza.
$60.
Marlowe, a little unlucky there.
$100.
Incredible focus now. Marlowe knows he has to find him. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Great dart.
100.
Oof, unlucky. Just under. Essentially giving the darts away, depending what Jez can do here. Or giving the throw away, but... let's
55.
see. 57. Well,
Underdone
still in
shot,
touch.
55, I think. And yeah, it was 55 scored.
I was 55, sorry, beg your pardon.
Oh, and a 1.
22.
Well. Is that all she wrote, maybe?
Oh, there could be more twists and turns in this game yet.
Well, there could be.
58.
Well, Jez
Look,
couldn't
I
find a
wouldn't
triple.
think that Dave Marlin hitting 22 is any sign of him giving up or quitting.
Oh, no.
Game's still
Didn't
there to be
suggest that.
won. It was just 2 loose ones at a critical time.
55.
But Jez, 6 darts here now from 148. So nice little setup, and he's home and hose. But still got to hit that elusive double, the toughest one to hit.
100.
And a ton sets him up very nicely to leave 48 after 15 darts. Dave now needs a massive one here. Get back in there and set himself up, give himself a chance.
100.
And a ton will do that. 100 to leave 83. Little bit of pressure now on the 48.
16's good. Double 16 for the win.
Oh, good marker. Inside. Come on.
Game
And he
shot.
has.
And the match.
Boom!
Jeremy Fagg.
There we
Shot.
go.
And the match. That is such
Jeremy
a good
Fagg is the champion of event number 10 of the ADC Oceania Tour 2022. And he has earned himself a spot in the Motor Super Series alongside his Houston travel companion, Mel Cumming.
Indeed.
So
Do you want to try and get him in for an interview, Declan?
I absolutely will. And I'll leave you with the guys until we come back shortly with Jeremy Fagg. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sure Ben and I can wax lyrical for a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure I just saw JK walk across the board there, trying to get a bit of time on the stream. There he is, John Kiley. You see Sam Ballinger called that game, Jeremy Fagg there. And thanks to John Kiley for cutting some gear across to Queensland for us as well for the camera setup. And Mel Tash Cumming, likewise. And we might just take a short break and be back shortly with Jeremy Fagg to have a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors. and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Dart Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots to the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.
Here we are, the man himself, the champion of ADC Oceania, event number 10, and the third person to win 2 events in the ADC Oceania Tour for the year. You know, how does it feel, Jeremy, off to the Motor Super Series?
Oh, it feels absolutely awesome. Been a tough 4 days. You know, like leading in Friday night and a big tournament yesterday, you know, back to back. And to be honest, the games I lost, I didn't play bad in. I just beaten by better people. But yeah, today just nailed it. Had ups and downs, but just kept fighting. And yeah, obviously got Dave in the final. Yeah, no, super stoked.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you know, you as I went over and spoke to you, you mentioned there was a couple of loose starts, and you know you weren't sure what was happening. Do you reckon it was nerves? You know, you knew the occasion, and you knew how good Dave had been playing.
Yeah, I think like all weekend I was going on the stats now. It was really solid, you know. And like I said, the games I was losing with 90+ averages. And in that game, I think yeah, maybe definitely, you know, there's a lot on the line. You know, there's a shot at Motors League, and I mean you don't want to run second, you know, but at the end of the day, you need to concentrate on the game. And I think I was sort of maybe 50-50 there for a little while, but then yeah, I got things sorted and got over the line.
Yeah. Look, obviously we saw Mal yesterday. You know, we spoke to you and Mal individually in Perth. You obviously had your time in the UK together for Q School, travel companions, and of course Fred and Tash alongside you guys as well. You know, you excited to be going back over there with Mal once again?
Yeah, for sure. Look, me and Mal, we get on really well, and Tash and Fred. You know, like the time we spent over at Q School and leading into Q School was awesome. You know, it was sort of a family away from Australia, so to speak. So yeah, definitely, you know, to share a new experience with Mal and Tash and Fred, yeah, it's definitely priceless.
Awesome. Well, look, anything from you guys, Ben and Eskimo?
Well, look, first of all, mate, that shirt looks absolutely fantastic on you, because I know that's not your normal playing shirt, but obviously with the technology we use and green screens, you're very translucent on that. So, but I do like the shirt, especially with Eskimo on it. So thanks for that.
Does that mean
yeah, well, look, maybe I'm not sure yet, but have I got one of your shirts, Jez? No, it's all right. No, I'm joking.
No, yeah.
But mate, you, I must say, you have been one of the form players. You was it Geelong? Yeah, you won in Geelong, wasn't it, in the first event?
Yes.
And then of course, you know, you've shown great consistency throughout as well. When I look at the order of merit, I mean, you, Robbie, and obviously Mal have been the 3 real contenders up on there. Mal finished on 36.30, Robbie 34.60, and yourself 34.15. So, I mean, you know, you were right there and thereabouts. And then it was daylight down to 17.50 down to next spot. So, I mean, you know, you've really been consistent throughout the entire tournament. And it's great to see that, you know, you've managed to get over the line this evening as well. And congratulations again for winning the Motor Super Series spot.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I think, like especially with ADC, the 3 events that we've had, you know, the field has been exceptional, and I think, you know, I mean, like you say, you've got the top 3. You know, we were so close together.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we need. We need to be building off each other for when we do go overseas. You know, that way we're prepared for the tough matches. And you know, you got Geelong, Perth, and this weekend there was no slouch games. You know, like if you won it, you deserved it, and that's what we need to have consistently.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, when you look across the 10 different events, for first, second, and third spot to be split by a couple of 100 points is amazing. It really is amazing, and it shows the quality of the field that the three of you, Robbie and Mal, have really kind of stepped up and dominated the rest of the field. I know, and that's hard in that room because there's no easy games in those rooms. Every game's a tough one. Have a look at Mal Friday night, who went out really early, I think in the top 32, wasn't it, for the knockout? So, managed to claw his way back yesterday. But, mate, it's amazing to see. And, wishing you all the best when you're over there in the Modus. It's going to be another tough challenge in there. And hopefully the ADC Oceania Tour has actually put you in better stead playing against these guys week in, week out to step up to that next level, because you did well in Q School, but that's a tough room, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, going to Q School, that whole experience is sort of, Geelong was before then, but, since I've come back, I felt like my game has gone to another level. And I think I was talking to Robbie King this morning, and, I've been to 4 tournaments before today, and the game, I haven't won one, but the games I've lost, I've had 90 plus. I think Robbie got me last weekend. I lost 3-0 to Robbie, and we both had 100 average, so that's the games you need. And for sure, I think Modus League will give, that extra bit of experience, and that's what you need to kick on and to play the best.
Yeah. What's the goal then? I mean, you've gone to Q School this year. Is the goal to go back again, at the end of this year, have another crack and try and get back on, or try and get onto the tour type of thing? Or where are you at this stage?
Yeah, look, I want to go back. I mean, last year, I enjoyed the whole experience and everything. The only thing I didn't enjoy was the food poisoning the day out.
Yeah.
So that sort of, it crawled me a little bit, but, I want to go back because I feel like I didn't really get my shot. I was there, I got the experience and everything, but I wasn't at my best, or wasn't, obviously feeling the best. So I feel like I want to go back to just be me and play, feeling good and see what happens then. But I mean, got the motor series and all that. So all those little things keep building towards that. But yeah, the goal is to, get some funds together and go back and give it another crack, and hopefully don't eat fish and chips.
I thought you were going to say the snails from Paris, but that's all right. No.
Oh, that was good.
Look, it's been an amazing weekend. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for your time here, and congratulations again. Before we wrap up, shout outs from your sponsors, mate.
Yeah, they're on my other shirt, which you can't see anyway, but Bruce from LJ Hooker, Team Rebel, the boys at Dart World, and my great friends from where I used to live, Townsville, with the Dave and Sonia. So look, them guys helped me get to Q School, so it's special to have them on my shirt, and it's great to have their support. So hopefully it continues in the future, and maybe pick up a few more sponsors and help create other opportunities.
Awesome stuff. Look, congratulations, Jezza, Declan. Awesome job all weekend. Everything that you did, we all know what it is. Don't have to run through it all. What I do want to do is thank our sponsors, Bailey Carpentry Services, Lynx, Aussie Dart Supplies Online, Mining Electrical Solutions, and Get Plastered Rendering.
Did you say Aussie Dart Supplies Online? Because you normally have that about 4 times in there. Just seeing if you got that one out there or not.
I do. I love to mention them all because they've all been really good supporters of ours, and to give them everything we can back, then we're more than happy to do that. And all really, really nice, genuine people, and that's why they're the ones that stick their hands in their pockets and sponsor us at Dartstream Live. So thanks heaps to you guys, Jeremy. Going to be an awesome. Sorry,
I was just going to say, which helps us bring this out, right? I mean,
oh, absolutely. This
is what happens. So I mean, the guys, I know we put the beer link up and stuff like that, but that stuff all goes back into equipment. You can see the stuff that we reinvest in, trying to get the stream better and trying to make sure we can bring the best quality stream out for the players, because this is all exposure for the Australian dart circuit. And,
Absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
we put a lot back into it for that reason. So we do thank our sponsors massively for that.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks also to ADC Oceania, in particular Greg and Ian. Fantastic job there. JK bringing equipment over from Western Australia. Thanks to Mel and Tash Cumming for bringing equipment over from Victoria. Who else have I missed, Deck? Oh, well, obviously the commentary crew, Declan Eskimo and Beck Pinder.
And Mickey Brock.
Oh, Mickey Brock, yeah. Have I missed anyone?
Massive shout out to the bar staff, kitchen staff here at Pine Rivers Darts Club, all volunteers, and they've done a fantastic job looking after everybody here. And, you know, they've accommodated me as well. And it's been great. And now, of course, the committee as well. I stole their office for the weekend and they didn't mind a bit. So thank you to everybody here at Pine. Wouldn't be able to be quite this good without all of your help.
Oh, great stuff, great stuff. Look, it's been an awesome weekend. Thanks very much to all you viewers out there for tuning in to Dartstream Live. Don't forget, if you haven't done it already, hit the bell icon and subscribe to Dartstream Live on YouTube and check it out. And YouTube, best platform, straight to the telly, no dramas at all. Jump in the comments if you want to, and thanks to all the people that did. Hope you had an awesome weekend. We certainly did. It is goodbye from us at Dartstream Live. See you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartstream Live, in conjunction with the Amateur Darts Circuit Oceania, present the ADC Events 7, 8, 9 and 10, live from the Pine Rivers Dart Club in Queensland, Australia. With a whopping 16,000 Aussie bucks up for grabs across 4 separate events. All events are open to anyone, and 2 paid spots for the Motor Super Series in England will be awarded on the weekend. Huge thank you to our sponsors.